Good morning, YouTube. Winged Wolf Night coming at you. It's about 6:30 in the morning up in the mountains right now. And I'm about to go and gather some more sticks and stuff to get our fire back up and going. Because there's our little fire right now. It's not looking too good, is it? I think we need to take care of that problem. But once these get uploaded, you will figure out what mountain range I'm in currently, or at least the state in which I'm in the mountains. But I don't think I will mention that. I might though, I'm not sure, but as of right now, several little camp spots around where we camped out last night up here, guys. We're about, I'd say, 2,300 feet up elevation-wise at the moment. By the way, air is beautiful up here. Very, very easy to breathe. And I'm loving it because we're not getting all the normal air pollution this high up. And we don't get a lot of light pollution other than from our cell phones and fires and stuff going. And that's nice too. But right now, guys, I am going around the little campsite area. And I am gathering some materials to get our fire back up and going a little bit. Breaking them down a bit here, because it's not the biggest fire pit actually that we have at the moment. It was already built when we got here. We did not make it ourselves with the rocks. Like I said, right now I'm just out here in the definitely in the heart of nature, up in the mountain range, gathering some kindling and other materials that I can use to get it up and roaring. Because while it's pretty hot during the day here, guys, once it hits nighttime, it does start to cool down very dramatically. It goes from about 90 to 95 to about 68 to 72 at night, which isn't terrible by any means, but definitely a big cool down compared to the daytime. And always good to have a fire so that you're not stuck in complete darkness, as any survivalist will tell you, or anybody that hikes, camps, or etc. But one thing out here, guys, is you have a lot more things you have to worry about up here than you do down in the woods and hills and cities, little towns. But up here you've got whatever decides to come up on you. Essentially, we were stalked last year when we went hiking. We got stalked 2 days by black bears, and that was fun. But like I said, guys, I've got stuff over to the campsite here again. Gonna be leaving from here a little bit later today and heading toward our next destination on the trails. But for now, we're resting ourselves up and getting ourselves ready for the rest of the day. Me just cracking some of them twigs and stuff real quick to throw them up over the flame. Feed that a little bit. But I am being a little bit quieter than normal on my videos because there are other campers and stuff around us that are not awake yet. So, trying to be respectful for them as well, because one thing you want up here is to have respect for everybody, because they might be the ones that end up protecting you at some point when you're up here. Because all you see from this point, guys, is where we're at is we are nowhere near the towns. We're like I said, about 2,200, maybe a little more feet up in elevation. And up here, we're in the animals' playground. They ain't in ours anymore. We're in their territory at this point. And if any of them decided to come up on us, they're going to, because they will have an advantage, or so they think. But if you're a skilled survivalist and hiker and stuff, you can pretty well deter most things that will want to harm you. And not to mention, really, guys, up here, most of the time, not even trying to say anything weird enough, but most of the time up here, mainly the animals are more curious about us than actually wanting to hunt us. Because, I mean, when you're this high up, guys, I mean, other than other hikers and campers like that, and are kind like that, animals up here probably don't get to see too much human activity unless they go down the mountainside a bit. But like I said, actually for most of the time in these circumstances, most animals that come up to your campsites and stuff are usually just more curious about us than wanting to actually harm us. Got a little daddy long leg down there, if you can see him. I don't know if you can see him down there, guys, but there's a little daddy long leg running through the grass. Might have caught a glimpse of him there, but he was moving pretty quick. He's probably finding a place to actually probably relax and sleep for a bit, because I think they're nocturnal hunters, if I'm not mistaken. Coming back up the little trail here, back up toward my campsite. Got some more fire fuel. Got this thing going up nicely now. As you can see, there's our fire at the moment. So, luckily most of the wood up here is pretty dry, so it catches relatively easily. But yeah, right there's our fire, and you've seen where it was just a couple minutes ago when I started this video. And already a lot warmer. Can feel the heat from where I'm standing right now, guys. Right here, I can feel the heat. So, but yeah, getting some of this stuff gathered up, getting it thrown in there to keep it going. There we go. Nice little stack up there. And all of this, actually, guys, is going to catch pretty quick. Watch. Got some ash from one of the rocks on my thumb. Nothing new there, actually. But yeah, there she goes. She's catching the rest of what I just threw into that pit, guys. And I don't know if you can hear the birds and stuff singing at the moment, but they are singing away. So, over here is where I set up my hammock tent. It's actually where I'm sleeping for this week for the hiking / camping trip, guys. As I mentioned yesterday, and you've probably seen him a little bit, I am with my younger brother Aaron and my father Ray up here. And yeah, this is something we do around the 1st of July each year. It's kind of a little family thing. I just started last year, but my dad's been doing this stuff for 20 plus, if I remember him telling me correctly. But this is only my second year really up in hiking like I am. But at least I can say, guys, my body is built for working and exercise. So this is really just a good exercising regimen for me when I'm up here, because I don't really get super exhausted too often. Just sometimes it's treacherous terrain will make it a little more annoying, to say the least, but nothing I haven't been able to handle so far. Found me a nice branch here, guys, with some dried leaves on it. That's really good. Feel spider webs on me, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a spider crawl up on me or not, but I ain't too concerned about it, guys. Get unhooked from the rest of this brush. Get up here. There we go. Passing my tent again. Alright, yes. They're not on camera or nothing, but I do see some of the other hikers and stuff up here getting up and ready to probably start packing their stuff up and moving to the next destination as well. Another camper tent down that way, not too far from our campsite here, and then the one up that way. And yeah, so honestly, guys, out here it's exhilarating and amazing, but you also do have to exercise quite a bit more caution, just due to the fact that there are a lot more dangers here, including you could fall off the side of the mountain if you were that unlucky, which I hope nobody is that unlucky. But yeah, I mean, there's risks of falling off the sides of it. There's risk of potential predator attacks, as rare as that is. And yeah, really just, it's better just to be more cautious when you're in these kind of environments, really, because you just never know. While, like I said, most animals are just curious about us, there, I'm sure, are the few that don't mind to challenge us, as you've probably seen with other videos, like the mountain lions and stuff like that on those videos, where people have been taken down by them a little bit. Is a big old nightcrawler head right there, guys, if you can see that in that little bit of brush. Yeah, there's a pretty good sized nightcrawler there, guys. See that big old black thing right here? Yeah. That is a nightcrawler. I'm just gonna put that little stick back over top of him. Don't want to be disrespecting nature now. That's a quick way to get yourself in trouble. But, yep, like I said, it's just now a little bit after 6:30 a.m. where I'm at. And I've been up and going pretty much on and off all night with sleep, because every little thing I hear tends to wake me up when I'm out here. Just because, like I said, I'm being extra cautious, because safety is very important. And that goes for anywhere or anything you do, really, guys. But safety is a very, very important thing. But, just want to get on here and show you a different part of the trails from yesterday that I'm on. And like I said, this is a little, like, camping area here. And, this is actually one of two that are on this trail. We're heading to the other one later today, like I said, and that'll be a few more miles up and around. where we're at now. So over here was another campsite for people. They left out a bit earlier today. I seen them as they were walking out. And then right there, guys, is the sign we're around right now. We are going to be going toward McAfee Knob, which from this particular location is 1.5 miles. That won't be very hard to cover at all, actually, for me and my little group, because we average usually about 4 to 5 miles when we hike in the day. But yeah. But anyway, gonna get back to tending my fire, guys. So Winged Wolf Night is out.